In today's video, we're going to look at using plastic bottles as propagators. The design is really simple. You cut a plastic bottle in two, then you use the bottom part as the reservoir and the top part for holding the soil. This design is semi-hydroponic. It has a wick that draws water from the reservoir into the grow medium. As you can see, the wick, which is just a piece of cloth, is put through the neck of the top part of the bottle. In this example, I didn't use the cap of the bottle. However, if you are concerned about the grow medium falling through to the reservoir, especially fine grow medium, you can modify the cap as shown here. In this example, I did modify the cap. This is what the propagator should look like once completed. Additionally, you can include the top part of a second bottle to use as a mini greenhouse. So, what grow medium should you use? Well, for starting seeds and nurturing seedlings, I would suggest a mixture of palm peat and perlite. If you want, you can also add in professional potting mix. Using potting soil alone, without palm peat and perlite, also produces results. Here's a quick tip. When you are preparing your propagator, make sure to pack the grow medium around the wick and check that the wick reaches all the way to the top. This will ensure that the grow bed part is more evenly watered. Here's another example of the position of the wick. As you can see, the wick goes through the grow medium, and in this instance, you can even see a piece of the wick sticking out on the surface. In this example, you can see me adding some pepper seeds to the propagator. Make sure you pat them down gently. In 1 to 2 weeks, you should see the result. Maintenance. I would suggest that you clean the propagator every 2 weeks and that you add fresh water. Take the time to also inspect the plant for pests and disease. If you are using a clear container, you will usually see some algae growth in the reservoir. A solution to this problem would be to spray paint the reservoir part with black paint. This will prevent algae growth. From propagator to the garden. At some point you will want to transplant your seedlings to the garden. You can also make adaptations to your garden to protect your veggies from frost and harsh sun by adding shade netting, for example. However, make sure to use 50% shade netting, as too little sun will be bad for your vegetables. Plastic containers as pots. You can use plastic containers in the same way you would use normal pots. Look at how this plant grew. You can use plastic containers as mini greenhouses on their own. You can use plastic bottles as drip irrigators. Look at this example. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing so that you'll be notified when we release new videos. If you want to help spread the culture of sustainability and urban farming, go to our t-shirt shop and order yourself a t-shirt.